Good morning, people. Welcome to the weekend reading. It is the weekend, can you guys believe it? And it is the new moon in Scorpio today, officially, right? I mean, the energy has been here for a while, and the energy will be here in the weekend. So I think it's gonna be quite a significant, important weekend. Also, just looking at the cards, yeah. There is something I'm gonna talk with you guys at the end of the video, not to worry. But before, I think we should just jump into the message. There is most definitely a jump from feeling empowered and then realizing what was draining you and then using it to your advantage. It is a combination of literally coming back to yourself. The first two cards that jumped out was the Six of Wands and the Page of Swords, which is a very curious energy. It's a very exciting energy, and it does point to you feeling seen in the weekend, feeling recognized, if I can say that. Can you feel recognized? I guess, yeah, you can feel recognized. And also, with the page being here, he is very curious, so I feel you are also getting your spark of curiosity back. I did actually also pull some cards from the Sacred Traveler, the oracle we used yesterday. So I'm also going to build them into the story, but I think we're going to speak about them at the end, because I see these cards as more importantly. But for me, this does feel like, I have the word, a sentence on the tip of my tongue, and now it slipped away. It feels like a victory. Maybe not in the sense like something massive happened, but it's something internally that has turned something around for you. In the weekend, I also see that you will receive a message of confirmation when it comes to the direction that you're going in, and when it comes to like this new spark, what is actually giving you excitement again. Because the Page of Swords here is like the fresh eyes. So with the Six of Wands being the first card, it feels like you're suddenly seeing success and excitement in something. Yeah. Like understanding something you didn't see before because you were too drained or too overwhelmed. And I say that because the next two cards that fell out was the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. When I clarified, the Sun came out. So that's why I also said in the beginning, it feels like it's like jumping back into actually seeing what was draining, what was confusing, what you had to leave. This combination could also you realizing that you need to leave a place or a situation or a person or a feeling or an emotion that drained you. It could be linked together with work, a home, a sickness, addiction, something that just really, like when the Five of Swords came up, there's no winners in it. I saw 5-5 literally when I spoke about that. 5-5. Five of Pentacles, Five of Swords. There's no winners. It's just like, what is the point? So there is return of victory, return of momentum, return of the spark, joy, excitement. I think it's something that is preparing you, and again I spoke about it. It prepares you to get excited again I just realized I didn't put the candle on, which is not good. I know you guys can see the candle, but it is here. It is here. It is a return to inner fire, literally. Return to fire. Trying to see what I can use so that you guys can see the candle. But now that we have the 2 5 cards, I feel we got the 5 of Wands, not in the last video, but in the bigger video I made. So that burned through, it needs to be close to me, that burned through the friction of what has been going on. It stirred the pot, is that how you say that? Something stirred the pot the last week. You realize something. It's interesting because for some of you, I see that you packed your bag and you went somewhere very suddenly just to clean your mind. And I don't know why it came up, but maybe it's a confirmation for some of you that it was the right step to do. It does too much tension. For others of you, it could also be like there is too much tension in a situation with colleagues, with friends, with family, with an environment, country. I don't know. Okay, well, a country, a relationship, too much friction and conflict with yourself. Like you want to do something, you want to do, yeah, you want to follow the spark, right? But at the same time, you are conflicting yourself. Is that something I can say? Because you try to think too logically about the steps. But now that these cards are the complete opposite from the first cards, it shows you where you have operated from in the past. For some of you, it could be the past 5 months specifically, which again actually makes sense because it comes down to June, July. That is connected with the full moon or the new moon in Scorpio. So it is like whatever was happening back then is ending now. So feeling drained, feeling depleted, feeling like you were always the one looking, how do you say that? Feeling like you were outside looking in, feeling left out, feeling misunderstood, mentally exhausted, and just like emotionally overstretched, like you overstretched yourself. Some of you just like you've been pleasing a situation or a person and just giving so much of yourself that you were the one being left drained and just, yeah, overwhelmed, overstimulated. I don't know if that's the right word, but something definitely got you to a breaking point. Because the 2-5 card feels like a breaking point. But I feel some of you guys, or a lot of you guys, you already had the breaking point. This is the mental exhaustion breaking point where you break out of it. Because I feel sometimes we have different breaking points levels when it comes to us realizing something. Yeah. For some of you, because I heard someone say that there is like a conflict between what it is that you want to give and what you can actually give. Does that make sense? This is like transformation, which again, Scorpio, new moon, transformation, rebirth. That is what this is like an energetic vortex that transforms the energy, cleanses the energy. I do feel, and we spoke about this before too, that in this weekend it is the moment where the universe is asking you to return to yourself, return to the spark, what excites you, return to something, maybe because Mercury retrograde does bring things back that was unfinished. It could be connected with 2011, but it could also be connected with something you started in June, July. Mercury is connected with writing. Page of Swords is writing, speaking, communication, so pay attention to that. If you're working on a book, maybe now is the time to get back to that. Or just writing in general. Communicating. But do not chase. Breathe. Observe. Because that is what the page is doing. He's observing, right? It is a time to allow things to unfold and come your way instead of chasing it. Because that's going to cause a friction. If that starts to happen, you know you need to observe more, breathe, relax, pause. We spoke about this in the bigger reading I posted some days ago. Yeah. The other cards that we got, we have 4 cards that fell out, is... First of all, I feel that was not... Oh, this one was the first one. Infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life. Candles in a way. Then we have vast vistas. Expand your horizons, which again, that is what the Page of Swords is most definitely asking you to do, right? Yeah, expand, look into something new. Uncovering treasures. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. One thing that the new moon in Scorpio is doing to us is to force us to look a little bit deeper, look at what's hidden underneath the surface. Scorpio is connected with everything that is taboo, everything that is hidden. Like, it's like things are coming up that wants to be seen. And for you, it's not about like clarity. It's not about, well, it is about clarity, but it's not in the sense of something is being exposed or clarity about a person. This is more clarity about your path, your way. And then we have begin now. Take the first step. Doesn't mean that you need to take a step in the weekend. This is like preparing you to take a step in the next upcoming week. I do feel that the new moon in Scorpio and Mercury retrograde is like pointing you in a new direction, but it also asks you to revisit something like a project or something that excites you already. Like you have already poured energy into it, you already worked on it, it excites you, you know what it is. But it might have been unfinished in a way. And maybe like the Page of Swords brings you like the new eyes, the new vision to how you can bring it to life. So maybe you're reshaping it completely or adding on, whatever that means for you. Or if it's clicked with yourself, I mean, you can put this in many ways. And this is also where I'm gonna speak about what I want to speak about. Because I have had this pull for a very long time. Well, very long time. Well, I guess a very long time. But especially the past week, I have had the urge to take a break from the daily readings. Before you freak out, it doesn't mean I'm not going to post, because I've been thinking this through, people. I am going to post, but I think I'm gonna try, like, let me just rewind. So I want to take the upcoming week off with filming the daily readings, because I need to put my focus into a project, which is interesting with the cards and the message here. Yeah, I need to put focus into a project, confirmation, and work on that. But like I said, I'm not gonna leave you guys dry. I want to try to make some random videos, readings, where I also obviously pull cards, like it's the same as we do here, but it might be filmed like on the upright way, and it's just going to be random. It's not going to be linked together with like a specific time when I post. It's not really a daily reading, it's just whatever comes up, so that you guys still have something to watch the next week ahead. And then I will just feel through it and see what happens after. But I'm not leaving you guys. And the daily readings are, you know, they are here. And I probably will get back to it. But I just need to put my focus on a project. That, funny enough, I realized that I started this project in June, July. I think it was June actually. So it's interesting, we've been speaking about this so much. And I can feel on myself how this actually confirms and rings truth to my reality. So I'm excited to see how this fits into you guys' reality. And I also hope this could maybe spark something in you where you realize what you need to put focus on again. If it's your mental health, if it's spending less time on social media. I mean, it could be different things, right? It could be, you know, go out there backpacking without anything, without anyone, just retreating, just sleeping. I think that is what is important right now. If it is you actually doing something for yourself, relaxing, or if it's you putting your energy into a project or a person, maybe, you know, this is you spending time with your kids or your family or a relationship, new or old. It doesn't matter what it is, but pay attention to where the friction is and where the transformation is happening. That's it, people. I hope this made sense, and I hope you guys understand that I'm not leaving you. I'm just changing up things a little bit so that I can concentrate about other things that also in the future will benefit you guys. I said it before, I'm not ready to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it before that it's actually a real thing. Okay. With that being said, I hope you guys are going to have a magical weekend, and I will see you guys, well, next week in a new way. Bye.